here is my bold prediction for the New York Giants in the NFL draft. But before we get to that, if you haven't done this already, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and hit the subscribe button. Your boy will be dropping a lot of good Giants draft content. We're going to have our final mock draft on Wednesday, the day before draft night. So you're going to want to stick tuned for that. We're also going to have our Giants draft reaction, depending on who we take. Your boy gets very, very hyped. If you don't know, go check out my Kayvon Thibodeau draft selection video from last year. It was a movie. It was a hyped up video. We're going to have our Giants draft grades. All that good stuff is going to be here on the channel next week. It's going to be a big week for all of my NFL fans. So you're going to want to stick around and hit that subscribe button and join the channel. So my bold prediction for the New York Giants in the NFL draft is that they will make a draft night trade. I've been looking at, these beat reporters, and when we're looking at their tweets, it really gives off the feeling that they would be surprised if they used all 10 of their draft picks. Schoen, in his, pre-draft press conference said the Giants have the ammunition basically to make a trade up in the NFL draft. And I do think that is what is going to happen on draft night. Let's look at round one. I don't think the Giants are going to make a trade in the first round. And now, unless, a guy is falling that they like, is falling in the draft, yes, I could see, possibly them making a trade in that scenario. There are two guys that they could trade up for that don't really necessarily need to fall. I just think they just like those guys a lot, and they would be willing to, make that move up. And that is Joey Porter Jr. and Jackson Smith-Njigba. Joey Porter Jr. has the size at the cornerback position that you like, long arms, athletic, man-pressed corner, would fit the Giants defense like a glove. Jackson Smith-Njigba, arguably the best wide receiver in this draft class. We know how big of a need the Giants need, at wide receiver is. The Giants were at his pro day. He shined. He started out. He had the fast, 40 time for his size, all that good stuff. It rolls his draft stock. And ever since then, he's kind of been the guy that's been voted as consistently, for me, the first guy that's going to be off the board at the wide receiver position. Two guys I think the Giants could possibly trade up for, in the first round, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that is going to happen. Joe Schoen also said when he was asked about it that, at pick 25, they're comfortable. He said they are comfortable. He said that they have a couple of players that they are comfortable with, that they are feeling that they're going to be there at 25. He doesn't think there's not going to be a player that they don't like or ain't comfortable with taking there, ain't going to be there. He thinks a player they like is going to be there at pick 25. Now, who is that? We will soon find out. Could be a center. Could be Jackson, John Michael Schmitz. Could be one of the wide receivers that we like. Could be a cornerback. We will find out. It's the second round where I think the Giants are going to make that trade. Jordan Randon spoke on it. He had a tweet, talking about it. Ryan Dunleavy, again, he came out. I told you this in my Buda Baker, John Michael Schmitz video. He said that he, don't be surprised if the Giants made a trade on draft night for a veteran player. I think one of the other is going to happen. Rather, the Giants trade for a veteran player, or they're going to trade up. I think the second round is where the Giants are going to trade up in, and this is going to be my bold prediction for the New York Giants. In the second round, from pick 57, the New York Giants are going to make the trade up for Minnesota center John Michael Schmitz. The reports have been saying that the Giants, are content with that, with how their center position is looking like. They're fine, with, Ben Bredesen. They've been working out Jack Anderson there. Absolute smoke. I don't believe it. I don't think the Giants can look. I don't think Joe Schoen could look at this, offensive line and say, I'm good at that center. I'm fine at center. I don't need nobody at center. I highly, highly doubt it. The Giants have 10 draft picks. They have the ammunition, they have the ammo to make that move, and that is what I think is going to happen. John Michael Schmitz will be getting traded up for by the New York Giants in the second round. That's my bold prediction. That is my bold prediction. So if it happens, this was the video. And I think in the second round, I think it's a perfect position to make the move for the Minnesota center. I call him baby Brock Lesnar, John Michael Schmitz. I like him. He's my he's my number one interior offensive lineman player in the draft. I think the Giants like him. He's a day one starter. I've been making a lot of videos with his name being mentioned in it a lot. I just think he's a guy that the Giants, if the price is right, the Giants would trade up for. And I know a lot of Giants fans talk about trading back, and trading back isn't always the worst thing. You're getting more, draft capital. And last year when the Giants did it in the second round, they took Ronald Robinson. It was kind of a shocker. And now I understand looking back at it on why they made that move. They were sitting, I don't forgot what pick exactly they were sitting at, pick 40, 43, I'm not really sure, but they traded back, I think, twice with the Falcons and the New York Jets. Correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comment section. And they took Wan'Dale Robinson. It was kind of a shocker. And the Giants were looking, I think, they were looking and saying, nobody knows that we're taking Wan'Dale Robinson. They don't think Wan'Dale Robinson is going to get taken, in the second round. No one really did. It kind of shocked a lot of Giants fans. So the Giants traded back, got us some good draft capital in the trade backs, and then they got their guy. This year, I think it's going to be the opposite. I think the Giants are going to trade up for John Michael Schmitz in the second round. But go ahead, leave down below in the comment section your thoughts. Do you think the Giants trade up at all? Do you think the Giants stay put at where they are in the NFL draft and make their picks there? Or you think, like I think, the Giants make a draft night trade rather than for a veteran player, or they trade up in the first, second round for one of these prospects? But again, leave that down below in the comment section. Leave down your thoughts. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like on the video. Again, if you are still here, you're going to want to stay here. Your boy will be dropping a lot of good Giants draft content. You're not going to miss it. So that's really it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. We are Kayvon Thibodeau days away from the draft. I'm just so excited, man. So again, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. But until then, it's been your boy Jay Dimes, and we are out. Go Giants. Peace.